And hello, welcome to an Arcane Case break stream. So we're going to do an Arcane Rising case break. A bunch of the slots lolled, some of them didn't, which is okay, not a big deal. Pretty happy to be doing this, to be honest. It is of course first edition, which is out of stock as we currently speak. With the Unlimited productions announced and expected around November-ish. End of October, November. So this is probably going to be the last Arcane or Wraith case break for a long time. Well, not a long time, but long enough. Which is okay. It is what it is. And we deal with the cards that have been dealt to us, right? So what an interesting day for announcements, though. A lot of information has been flooded out. Pretty cool to see the Viserai Fabled that Rudy pulled over on Alpha Investments. It is very cool. And the Tunic for the second legendary slot. The first being Shapeshifter that we haven't actually been introduced to yet. So, yeah. Actually, we'll do that over. I need somewhere to dispose of my rubbish. Also pretty stoked that in the Unlimiteds we're going to be getting Rainbow Tunics. Legendaries. I'm actually pretty keen on Rainbow Foil ones. Other than my Cold Foil ones. Alright, so we're going to do this, and I will discuss the display of this packet. So how it's distributed. It's been a while since I've done an Arcane Rising one, so I'll just recheck it myself. Alright. So you have your 4 generic slot at the start on the Arcane Rising one, and then you have your rare slot. Whereas in the Wraith it's 4, then equipment, then the rare slot. So, and of course you have your rare symbol down the bottom. It's pretty bad at the moment, but it will change. Yeah, Rainbow Tunic will look good. I am super stoked to get my hands on them. Alright. So we have a 4 slot, a 4 generic slot, which we don't care about. They're not important. And then you have your first rare slot, your rare higher slot, and then your foil slot. And then followed by that you have your equipment slot, and then not a random assortion, but it goes class, other class, other class, and then the same with the Wraith ones. Basically the same display as how Wraith goes on that front. No change. So I believe a mole brought the foil supers and the majestic slot, and good old Jesse Williams brought the fabled slot. And that is a man of many decisions recently. So we got Life for Life, and Absorb in the Aether, and a Fate for Singing for our foil slot. Everything else, not too important, so we'll pick this up a little bit, because we got Cold Foil's a king, but I'd I'd like a rainbow foil one. It's gonna look good. So we have the 4 slot. Get rid of the 4 slot. First rare, Silver the Tip. Second rare, O for the Arcanine, and our foil is an O for the Arcanine. And then garbage. Not garbage, but unneeded cards. Four slot. And then we get Life for Life for our first rare, Stir the Eighth Wonder for our second rare, and a Lock and Loaded for our foil. So we're gonna got the 4 slot, get the 4 slot out of the way. We have a Pedal to the Middle for our first rare, we have a Pour the Mold for our second rare, and we have an Aether Flare for our foil. And then the usual. The 4 slot. Can't call Alpha Prick Commons garbage. You can't, I know. I have too many of them. So Life for Life for the first one, Aether Spindle for the second one, and a Reverent Forerunner for the foil slot. Nothing so far, and we are like 5 or 6 packets deep. This is not starting off as a good box. Alright, it's going to change though. So we have a 4 common slot. We have Spellblade Assault for our first rare, and then for a Majestic we got Red in the Ledger, so we'll put that up here. And then for our foil common slot we got Carnivorous Contraband. And that's it. Next pack. So our first Majestic is a Red in the Ledger. It's not bad, it's not bad. So 4 slot. Silver the Tip for our rare higher. Absorb in the Aether for our second rare, and an Optical Monocle for our third card. Ooh, the Ranger next set. I think traps are going to be amazing. The Ranger's got a lot of defense right now. From like there's the spoilers and what I already had. So 4 card slot, Erinna's Prayer, O for the Arcanine, and a Ravenous Reveler. But she's got a lot of defense, been offered up to her already. It is crazy. Some of her attacks are pretty good. I saw Sleeping Dart, the one that removes your hero's ability and activated effects next turn. That's going to be pretty good for against classes like Ninja and Warrior for that matter, and possibly even Guardian. 4 card slot, Aether Spindle, Maximum Velocity for Super, and an Aether Spindle for foil. I think what was it? Helix Arrow was that one? I think the other one that I seen in this thing that we had spoiled to us already. I can't remember what it did. I can't remember. But the Rock Trap one, the one that hadn't been announced that he pulled, the one that next attack loses, well the attack loses 2 attack unless they pay 1 resource to stop it. So reduce the Rare Enchantment, Stir the Aether Wind, and Fervent Forerunner. That's pretty interesting. And a bubble. It's hard to say because a lot of it leads to like the lower tier classes already. Like just from looking at the spoilers, the lower tier classes are getting massive fill up, which is looking pretty good. So the 4 card slot, we get a Plunder Run, a Pedal to the Middle, and Draw into the Dark Dimensions. And the second bubble, which is really good. Can be played control, yeah. Guardian's looking really strong, but it is looking like it's going to be interesting to build a Guardian. Warrior is looking really strong, which was already a strong deck. We got to take cover, a Knock the Death Whistle for our next super, and a Spellblade Assault for our foil. And there's no bubbles left, so we'll stop looking at the last half of the pack. What else? Wizard is looking really good. There's been a lot of cheap arcane damage ones, as well as there was one that was activated as an instant and it Ops 2 or something, which looked really good. 4-card slot, Erana's Prayer, Conventional Amplifier, and a Pull the Mold. And Brute, oh my god. Just having the Massacre alone be revealed was huge for Brute. Like, that's insane. It makes them get like a 4-card Intimidate very easily. A couple of the other cards that were showing up in the Rudy's video of the Brute ones didn't look that good. Especially the 4-attack one. So we've got Silver the Tip, we've got High Octane for our second Majestic, and an Aether Flare for our foil Colin. Warrior Ninja is looking really good as well. Be interesting to see what actually happens with Mech. Because Mech Control is looking strong. It's got a buff again, but compared to other things, it might not be that great. So we've got an Enchanting Melody, an Aether the Spindle, and a Scalding Rain for our foil. So far we've got 2 Majestics and 2 Supers. Both very, very similar classes already. I mean, essentially, the more it balances out, the more the fun the game is for everyone, and the more likely people want to build other heroes. So we've got Take Aim, Reduce the Rune Chant, and an Overlook foil. So I don't know what to think about Merchant. Merchant seems like it would be a really fun pit fighter hero, but not necessarily a fun thing. Kelsey is gonna be fun. I really wish she was an adult. I'd probably play her over Warrior if she was an adult. Of Drimphia, if she was an adult. The Dash one, it's an interesting choice because that free intellect means you're not boosting much, but if you boost out all your stuff, then you're going to get them into the zone. So an Enchanting Melody, a Pull the Mold, and a Fate Foreseen, and then nothing else. So if I'm right, we've basically almost filled out all of our slots. We're either going to get 1 more Majestic or 2 more Supers from our last couple of packs. So our 4 slot, Stir the Aetherwind, Tome of the Arknight, and Come to Fight. Yeah, it can be quite resource heavy. So there was the Tickler Workshop cost nothing, I think, or did it cost 2? There was one that cost 1, and that looked really good. But there's some of the other ones like give added effects if the boost was successful or if the attack hits to the next one, which could be interesting. I think Agromech is actually going to be a viable option. Diddy! It's a very interesting spoiler. Would you like me to comment on that spoiler? I think I can bring it up if he's posted it to the page. So we have Erana's Prayer, we have Silver the Tip, and we have a Back Alley Breakline. So the spoiler is Absorption Dome. Absorption Dome enters the arena with steam counters on it, equal to the number of times you have boosted the gem. If you would be dealt damage, remove that many steam counters and prevent damage equal to the number removed. When it has no counters on it, destroy it. So it's the Majestic for the set. It's gonna see some play in heavy aggro decks, probably not so much in the other ones. So we're gonna absorb an Aether, Register Enchantment, and Back Alley Breakline. It's not bad. It really depends on the matchup. It could be really good. There might be other things that go with it. It's basically an Enchanting Melody, but better because you can choose when to remove the tokens. So in the ninja matchup, so the Dash versus Ninja matchup, you can get like 3 from like boost 3 times, get this out, you get it with 3 counters on it, and then that's essentially 3 Kodashis blocked, which means it's going to be harder for them to get their combo chain off, and you don't have to worry about that. It also means that that you're taking another 3 off, like a dominated attack that can help you out. I think it's going to see play, but don't know what it will do. Yeah. You don't choose, but so the Viscerai Fabled. Oh my god, and we got Norman gloves for our foil slot. So we should have been getting one more super. I don't know why we haven't, but should be in this pack. If it's not, then I am out of touch with my Arcane Rising. So we got Life for Life, Pedal to the Middle, and I am out of touch. Wow. Right, so that's the first box done. A mole making his Majestic's Nolan. It's a very nice Fable. It's a definitely must-have for the Runeblade players. A very, very must-have for the Runeblade players. Alright, so we'll put those aside, get those out of the way. We'll move these up here. Yeah, that'll do. Wow. Go on to the second one. Ah, it was beautiful. It looked really beautiful too. I was really happy with it. Happy seeing it. It does leave room for like a massive lore story to go along with it. And hopefully they do. It also leaves a chance for other heroes to get ones later down the line. Maybe they do like a really expensive collector's edition like Magic does, like Secret Lair, where it's just 3 cards and it's like 3 Fables. But it costs like 500, 600, and you don't know. Could happen, might not happen. Probably won't happen, but like it does leave options like that alive. Because obviously if they did 1 hero, 1 each set, then they're never going to get them all done, because we know Monarch, well, we don't know Monarch has 4 new heroes, but we assume that Monarchs can have 4 new heroes. Yeah, so the cards are must-have competitively. It's not a maybe. So 4 card slot, Silver the tip, come in the Arknight for a super. I'll put that up here, and that for our foil. The rest of it, jink. But it's a pitch, free pitch, and it gives you a token. Like it's a must. Life for Life, take aim, and amplify the Arknight. And my headset turned off. Alright, 4 card slot. We gotta reduce the rune chant, O for the Arknight, and a Reverberate. I stuck the foil in here. And no bubble. I definitely don't think it's going to be as valuable as the other Fables, just because it is like a class-specific one, whereas the others are all generic ones. So we have a Spellblade Assault for our first rare, and we have a Sonic Boom for our Majestic, and a Lock and Loader for our foil. Full card slot, Erina's Prayer, Take Cover, and a Throttle for our foil. No bubble. Alright, that's actually annoying me. I'm going to put them over here now. Four card slot, Stir the Aether Wind, Absorbing the Aether, and a Ridge Rider Shot for foil. Wraith is already skyrocketed. I don't know if you've seen the prices that are currently listed. It's like $300 a box of Wraith right now. So we got 3. We got Silver the Tip. We got a Fork Lightning for a super, and we got a Mage Master's Boots for our foil equipment, and then nothing else. So this is basically shaping out the same path as the last one did. See if we can get an Arknight Ascendancy. 4 slot, Enchanting Melody, Conventional Amplifier, and Reduce the Enchantment. Like I think I saw a case of Wraith for like $900 or something like that. So you get your 4 card slot, Take Cover, Pour the Mold, and a foil Tome of the Arc Aether Wind, which is our foil super slot. They're probably gone up. I think you might want to recheck that, or at least he'll be changing it very shortly. So 4 card slot, Enchanting Melody, O for the Arknight, and a Vigor Rush. No bubble. I'd be figuring out how much Greg has in store and see if we can get them off him quicker. So we got to take aim for a first rare. We got to chain an Emerance for a super, and we got an Index for our foil. Looks like we're going to be opening Crucible for the next 2 months in a row. It's going to be great. So we got our 4 card slot. We got a Plunder Run, Reduce the Runechant, and a Draw into the Dark Dimension for our foil. And no bubble. I feel like I haven't checked every pack for a bubble, and that's why I've missed them. 4 card slot, Aether Sink, Induction Chamber for a super slot, and a Scalding Rain for a foil. So we got our 4 card slot, we got an Erina's Prayer, O for the Arknight, and a Pour the Mold for our foil. And nothing else. So we're at what? Yeah, I think we get 1 more super or a Majestic. And this box is done. So we got 4 card slot, Absorbing the Aether, got a Tickler Core for our Majestic, and Read the Ruins for our foil. So I'm pretty sure we've filled out all of our slots, and we've still got half a dozen packs. So I'm expecting maybe 1 more super. I'm not expecting anything else, unless this box is loaded. So we got a 4 card slot, we got a Life for Life, Pivot to the Middle, and a foil Take Cover. Yeah. 4 card slot, we got a Stir in the Aether Wind, Silver the Tip, and for our legendary slot we got a Storm Striders. That's actually pretty good. This box is pretty loaded already then. I still got like 7 packs left in this box. So you can't actually see that because of where I placed it. But yeah. We got our Storm Strutters. And unfortunately, no one brought the legendary slot, so that goes straight into the bank. So we got our 4-card slot, we got a Life for Life, a Conventional Amplifier, and a Hyperdrive for our foil. I am not expecting anything else from the rest of this box, and anything else is just good vibes. 4-card slot. We're going to pull the mold. Oh, we're going to Endless Arrow for our super. And we're going to Spellblade Strike for our foil. No bubble. So I saw the Wizard's weapon was revealed. And, shit, it looks good. 4-card slot. Plunder Run, Take Cover, and a Voltaic Bolt for our foil, which is really nice. And everything. Four-card slot, Spellblade Assault, Take Aim, and Room Flash. I'm really not expecting anything from the rest of this box at all. Anything at this stage is like a massive box. So this is like, box is huge already. So 4-card slot, an Enchanting Melody, Cognitive Nodes, and Reduce the Runes. And nothing. 2 packs left. Yeah, Wizard Weapon's gonna be really good for control style. I'm actually looking forward to messing around with Wizard next set. 4-card slot, pull the mold, Aether Sink, and a Sunkiss. And there's a Crap Bubble, which means, unless I've missed it, our last one should be in here as well. So 4-card slot, Error's Prayer, Pedal to the Middle, and a Rifting. And Crap Bubble. Alright, so we'll tidy this pile of mess up. We will get to the next one. I probably should sleeve this card. Oh. Oof. So that looks nice sleeved. Pretty happy with that. So I'm all getting 4 Majestics already. That man's already making his money back. And a Tome of the Aether Wind. And then a whole bunch of supers again. 2 cold foils in a box. So that was an explosive box. Usually you get like in a case, usually there's like 1 dud box, 2 average boxes, and then 1 explosive box. So I think that was our explosive box. It's sleeved. I'll sleeve his stuff as well. So we can wait for that a little bit. Alright, so 3rd box. I think the item destruction for Brute isn't amazing. It's good, but it isn't amazing. I think Control Dress would still beat it, to be honest. I definitely am looking forward to playing Brute though. I think Brute's going to be extremely fun to play. So this is box number 3. So is this an average Joe box? Is this an explosive box? Or is this going to be a dud box? Let's find out. Pack number 1. 4-card slot. Life for Life, Pedal to the Middle, and a Salvage Shot. No bubble. not only do you have to... Yeah, Massacre is gonna, like, heavily boost that deck. So 4-card slot, take cover, Oath of the Arknight, and Whispers of the Oracle. Double legendary case. I'd be really happy if it was a double legendary case. If we get a Skullcap, man, oof, boy, those people that didn't buy the slot are gonna be unhappy. So 4-card slot, pedal to the middle, Forked Lightning for a super, and Amplify the Arknight. I forgot to move away the common jank, and it's getting too big. There we go. Out of the way. Out of sight, out of mind. So, 4-card slot, Enchanting Melody, Cognitive Nodes, and a Plunder Run for 4 slot. Four-card slot, Absorb the Aether, Spellblade Assault, and a Moonwish. And no bubble. Too late, bro. Too late. I believe there have already been some PMs towards Steven and buying it already. Life for Life, Stir the Air for Wind, and a Room Flash. Which doesn't surprise me at all after the recent announcement. I am led to believe that Fab Armory's basically been brought out of all the legendaries as well. And probably not the only place. Pour the Mold, take aim, and our foil Majestic is a high octane. Oof. I'm really gutted that I brought one last week now. Damn. Yeah. 4-card slot, Enchanting Melody, Absorb the Aether, and a Bloodspill Invocation. Four-card slot, Pedal to the Middle, Oath of the Arknight, and Sunkiss. Who's messaging me? I don't like it. On to the next one. We have a 4-card slot. We have a Plunder Run, an Aether Spindle, and an Overloop. No bubble. So we have a 4-card slot, we have Reduce the Rune Chant, we have a Pursuit of Knowledge for a super slot, and a Plunder Run. So I'm not really expecting anything else from this box except for maybe 2 more supers. Just because we got a foil Majestic. Um... 4-card slot, Erina's Prayer, Take Aim, and Throttle. No snoozing allowed. So we have a 4-card slot, we have a Silver the Tip, we have a Spark of Genius for the next super, and a Ravenous Rebel for our foil slot. We have a 4-card slot, we have an Enchanting Melody, Pour the Mold, and wrong paper, and a Take Cover for our foil slot. A 4-card slot, Oath of the Arknight, High Octane for our next Majestic, and a Bloodspill Invocation. Well, I hope you do, Bo. Good luck. What day is your birthday? You said it was the 4th, right? Is it? Did you say it was the 4th? I can't remember. 4 card slot, Enchanting Melody, Spellblade Assault, and a foil 0 to 60. $200 plus, Dan. 200 plus. 4 card slot, reduce the rune chant, knock the death whistle, and an Aether Spindle. So we got another super. This box is filling out very nicely. Oof. Yeah, bro. At this point, I'd be buying singles that I want from Alpha or avoiding into Unlimited if I can, and then just buying Crucible at the moment. Plunder Run, Take Cover, and Okada is Contraband. Full card slot, Pour the Mold, Stir the Eighth Winds, and a Ravenous Rebel. And no bubble. Full card slot, Erinna's Prayer, Spellblade Assault, and a zipper hit, a red zipper hit. If you were investing, I would suggest buying Wraith, but at the same time, I would have suggested that to you a month ago and not now. So a 4 card slot, reduce the rune chant, Tome of the Arknight, and a Reverberate full thing. At this point, with the price hike, it's not really good to invest into it. Or even like from a casual standpoint, it's not good to buy it. You're better off just buying the singles, wait until Unlimited to buy stuff, boxes, and for the meantime just buy Crucible. Plunder Run, Silver the Tip, Hamstring Shot. It's also what you should ask yourself, how much do you like a cold foil over a rainbow? To be honest, like, when I get a rainbow tunic, I'll be playing with a rainbow tunic, and I'll probably pass on my cold foil tunic. 4 card slot, Pedal to the Metal, Art of War for a super. Oof, this is, that's right, Majestic. This is quite the box already as well, and a zipper hit for foil. And a Croak Bubble. I think having the option of having a rainbow set versus a cold foil set is going to be cool as well. 4 card slot, Aether Spindle, Conventional Amplifier, and a Spellblade Strike. So that concludes box number 3. And the man, Amol himself, is definitely making his money on his Majestic slot. So, rare, foils. Sorry, I've got some messages that I'm supposed to be reading, but and supers, Majestics, going into the Amol is earning his money pile, and then we get a foil Majestic High Octane. Wait, I'll just double check if there isn't another one. Nope. Yeah, so when the next dry run gets announced for Crucible, I would suggest buying it before the announcement of the next printing run. So we did have like 2-3 weeks notice that we were getting low, stock was getting low before they were like there is none, and the prices were still pretty low then. They'll probably change now, like, so the next time we get low, prices will just spike up then instead of later. You mean non-foil, you mean a rainbow foil. The thing is that Tunic is just as rare in Thingy as it is in Wraith. So we're on to the fourth and final box. We've done pretty well. I imagine Amol is very happy with his Majestics and his foil supers. Oh, what is that? Going. And unfortunately we haven't pulled an eye yet, but there's still time. We're on the last box. 4-card slot, a take cover, over the Arknight, and a Searing Shot. And then nothing else. And I am fingers crossing that we pull one. Four-card slot, Plunder Run, pedal to the middle, and I don't think we're getting the Fabled, but we just doubled legendaried this case. Oh, and we just pulled a Grasp with the Arknight foil. Oh, and we're just gonna sleeve that. Most people hold their Confluence. Oh, I can't believe that. Double legendary case. Oh. I'd be really upset for not buying that legendary slot now. Grasp too. Oof. Highly exotic. If we pulled a Fable, man. Like, I hope there is one, but I doubt it at this stage. 4-card slot, Enchanting Melody, Silver the Tip, and Push the Point. If there's a Fable in this, man. What a day. What a day. So we got our 4-card slot, we've got a Cognitive Node, a Pour the Mold, and a Reverberate. So already this box is a very, very spicy. And we've only pulled one thing from it. 4-card slot, Spellblade Assault, Silver the Tip, and an Aether Flare. And nothing else. So I'll double sleeve those legendaries after this as well. I'll put them into proper sleeves and then locate them to their place in the folder. 4-card slot, an Eriner's Prayer, a Cognitive Node, and a Salvage Shot. No bubble. What if this is a double legendary box and it's 3 legendaries in a case? Oof. The dreams. 4-card slot, an Aether Spindle, an Aether Sink, and a Ridge Rider Shot for our foil. Four-card slot, a Plunder Run, take cover, and a Foresight. Four-card slot, wrong place. Silver the Tip, an Arknight Ascendancy, and a foil Ninth of the Blood Oath. Ninth Blade of the Blood Oath. Which is a pack that just provided 2 cards from a mole, like straight off the bat. Four-card slot, Pour the Mold, reduce the Rune Chant, and a Draw into the Dark Dimension. So that was a heavy Arknight 1-2. This is an Arknight box. Like, everything I've pulled that's good so far is all Arknight related. This box is telling stories. 4-card slot. So Eriner's Prayer, Oath of the Arknight, and Ridge Rider Shot. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. There's a bunch of messaging going on in a group chat that's pretty important. and it is trying to keep up with it as well as contribute. But 4-card slot, we got a Take Aim, we got a Pursuit of Knowledge for a super slot, and a Moonwish for the foil. Four-card slot, Spellblade Assault, Tome of the Aetherwind, and a Voltaic Bolt for foil. Four-card slot, Absorb in the Aether, a Sonic Boom, and an Aether Spindle. Four-card slot, Take Aim, Reduce the Rune Chant, and a Back Alley Breakline. Four-card slot, Life for a Life, Spellblade Assault, and Come to Fight. That Sonic Boom is sitting in clear spot. Four-card slot, we got a Life for Life, Stir the Aetherwinds, and a Pedal to the Middle yellow. We're down to the last 7 packs, this being the 7th one here in my hand. We got a 4-card slot, we have the Aether of the Spindle, we have an Induction Chamber for another super, and we have a foil Throttle. Four-card slot, we got an Erana's Prayer, we got a Pedal to the Middle, and an Enchanting Melody for our foil slot. 5 more packs left. Oh, this pack is not wanting to open nicely. 4-card slot, Take Aim, a Red in the Ledger for another Majestic, and a Bullseye Braces for a foil slot. Foil equipment. Next pack. Alright. So we got a 4-card slot. We're going to Enchanting Melody, Stir the Aetherwinds, and a Salvage Shot. Four-card slot. I Reduce the Rune Chant, a 9th of Blood Oath, and a Foresight. Down to the last 2 packs, which I believe are the bubble packs because I haven't opened those ones yet, which means 3 boxes in a row, the last 2 packs that I've opened have been the bubble packs. 4-card slot. O for the Arknight, A for Spindle, and a Kardra's Contraband. And bubble. So we have a 4-card slot, we have a Plunder Run, a blue Pedal to the Middle, and a foil Index. And Crack Bubble. Alright. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry Jesse, that we did not pull you an eye. Which I'm sorry dude, but that is the way she rolls. And hopefully we can rectify the issue with next set for you, mate. So, huge props to this case. This case has been tremendous. Alright, so Amal has gained 2 foil supers and a whole bunch of majestics. I think it's supposed to be like an average of 6 per case, and he here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that man has definitely made his money back on majestics, which isn't. Ugh. I would be pretty happy if I was him with that. Double legendary case. Super stoked. Super stoked. Not only that, did we obtain another foil high octane. Huge. And Mole has gained himself 2 high octanes, 2 red knowledges, 2 sonic booms, an art of war, a Tekla core, an Arcanite ascendancy, a Knife Blade of the Blood Oath, and a Tome of the Aether Wind, which we will get sent out to you over the next 2 days. So this is pretty cool. And we gained a whole bunch of supers. A whole bunch, which is cool because we were running low on them in the folder. And 3 foils, which bullseye braces. So essentially that's a 5 cold foil case, which is pretty cool. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. Unfortunately, some of my lighting's a bit off, which is something that we're gonna work over the next couple of weeks. I think audio is pretty good. I think my mic's pretty good. I probably could change a few settings. Any feedback would be hugely appreciated, and I'd love to listen to you. We're also going to invest in a slightly better camera that has better focusing rather than my webcam, because as you can see, it's not that good at focusing unless I do this. So something that would be better for focusing would help a lot for something like this. Yeah, I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. It's huge. I'm gonna put up a Crucible case break tonight, another one, a 4th one. I'm expecting with the recent hype of Rudy opening his things and seeing the tunics that the generic slot and the Fable slot will disappear very quickly. I'm assuming probably the Runeblade slot itself would disappear very quickly. If there's any slot that you would like, and you want dibs on it before I put it up, feel free to slide into my DMs. Nick Spence on Facebook, obviously. Aside from that, next live stream will be Friday. It'll be probably somewhere around 12:30 to 1ish, because Greg Dice Jar doesn't open till 12, which is when we'll be arriving there and we'll be picking up the boxes, all of our cases, and then coming back here to live stream it, all the case openings. And the lighting should be better then. And thanks. I'm gonna sign out now. I'm actually really hungry. I haven't had dinner. So I hope to see you guys soon and catch you all later. Thank you.